Hey everybody! Today we're going to talk about what are we looking for when we're looking for good sales training. I'm going to walk you through a couple key points to put on your shopping list, whether you're shopping for an external vendor or working with your internal training department. First and foremost, shouldn't be a surprise to my sales leaders out there. What makes good training is results. Right? Whether that's sales or units or market share, you'll judge whether or not it's good sales training because it will move the number. Now that means that your partner needs to actually understand your goals and your sales process, and frankly, if they're really good, they're going to understand your product, your customer, your industry, and your competition. That leads me to point one. Really great sales training is not taught in a hotel room seminar. It's customized and it's brought in-house so that your reps aren't left trying to figure out how do I take this theory and apply it to my actual job or customer or service. Cool. So number one is make sure it's customized. It's a little bit more expensive, but the return on investment is about 10-20 fold. Number two tip I have for you is make sure it's actually professional sales training. Aberdeen has this great study where they look at best-in-class sales organizations and what do they do differently. 85% of the best-in-class use a professional external sales curriculum or trainer. Don't try to turn your managers into trainers. Don't try to turn your reps into trainers. They've got enough to do. And let's face it, your really great reps, the really good ones, if you think back over the years, they've got no idea how they do it. None. It's an art, not a science. They can't teach it. It's painful. You're not going to get the lift. Okay? Same goes with your HR friends. They're great trainers. They are professional facilitators. But let's face it, their bailiwick is company orientation and sexual harassment training. If they don't know how to sell your product, they shouldn't be teaching your people how to sell your product. All right, my third tip is make sure it's got the right focus. For most of us listening to this today, it means inside sales. Please stop trying to fit the square peg of field training into the round hole of inside sales training. In fact, 85% of the sales training curriculum, and books for that matter, that are out in the marketplace today deal with a very narrow view of selling. That narrow view is person A talking to person B. Here's the questions you ask. Here's how the conversation should go. Here's how you interact. Well, those of you who have been doing this for a while understand that the tough part of inside sale is getting that interaction in the first place. 85% of our job is getting that person on the phone. We need things like voicemail training, capturing attention in the first 30 seconds, value propositions, how to get a call back, dealing with gatekeepers, right? Not to mention the strategy, like who should I call? How often should I call? Should I leave a voicemail message? Shouldn't I? There's a time and a place for Spin and for Challenger and for QBS, and frankly, most of that isn't a brand new inside sales team. Get hands-on. We think theory stinks. Get on the phones. We're so lucky to run inside sales training teams. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to stop class and go try the skills. Live calls to live customers using the training guarantees that this training is going to get applied. And the buy-in's phenomenal because reps see that it works. You go out to the floors, you try it, we create the excitement. We're actually building pipeline and making sales during training. That's how you make training stick. And the last tip is please make sure your managers get involved. Put the managers in training. And the better case scenario is make sure they have their own training class. Not on how to use the skills, but on how to recognize the skills, how to coach the skills, how to keep the skills alive. Now you're going to make sure you get your real return on investment for your training buck. So here it goes one more time. Spend the money on customized training. Bring it in-house. Sell your products to your customers. 2, don't try to create it yourself. Buy some professional curriculum or hire a professional sales trainer. It will absolutely make a difference. And make sure that person's got experience selling. Number 3, make sure that you've got the right focus. Is this strategic sales? Is this business development? Is it inside? Is it field? 4, get hands-on, folks. Make live calls. Use those call recordings. And 5, get your managers involved. All right, I hope this is helpful. Best of luck to you. See you next time.